Greetings, Virgo. How are you? So good to have you here present for the strong of 210 to 216 in the special 11 wraparound. What it is to have a part of the rising in front of you, packed up before you now, as a tesseract of form. We're going to be talking about, that 2020 thing where some of y'all are seeing very clearly because you do so well and brilliantly with the cure of REM and with the myrrh knows about the water and the salt and where the lots were cast, but not for the wife because she didn't have to beg for an inning. We have some things that are being sealed right now in the Tower of Sound of a very special Kundalini sealed gate where there's a machine that prints what we speak, the utterances of our create ion. Special technology in the medicine wheel era now, where the cam ear might have been your cell phone helping you program how you land here. So, strong things happening where some of you hear very clearly and see better like this. Thank you to those Virgos of you that have been helping me with this and knowing what magnets are for during pre-season of Mercury Retrograde for my very special game called Hippopotamus Caught It. Or is it Hippocrates or Hippo Dance? No. Sigil sorted out at 0 point and what it might look like for the unfolding and the unraveling of things that don't happen on this sigil. Things that don't spin their way in for wages paid at your expense. So, where are we going with this? We've got relationships. We've got the John Holland Psychic Tarot Oracle deck here. The Romance Angels. We got your side, their side. Stories could flip. Know your own designations. And I hear Valentines may or may not have a significant meaning to some of you. However, it might be an indication of where rendering things that got formatted to discs in the Tektite era might be a special way to stamp V cards for people that you were unaware of, and where we have the use of very sophisticated machinery now to sort that out and make sure that things get to be a certain kind of fair weather in the new game. So over this strong 210 to 216 Valentines and romantic things that get to happen better for real lovers that are actually romantic, because that's why some of us are here. And we also have that cure for a good nap and maybe a new you thing. You thing? Good place to start, huh? I think it's a good place to incept here. How we review what it is that we've been hearing and why some of you all, with either your sun, your moon, or your rising, spoken to be in that curiosity wheel of astrologers to dissect those points of minutia that some of you all have actually honed here and that are birthing anew through new sigil work and a hyper view that's gone epic for gnosis, sigilling on bitter bodies. So let's see what's going on here, and if you can hear what I'm saying and what's in between, this is a new way of computer, comp you into a better real estate where the view of you might be hyper-pixelated in a new form of density because of what we know how to do with tech being tight. Thank you for advanced home security. So, what do we have in common here? We've got movement choices and decisions, and for some of you all, this is exactly what you were hoping to see. It's like down to the exact point that you were hoping to be able to focus on before even being faced with such a big decision, because for some of you all, it's like how to say yes to something that showed up for you. And I'm hearing it's like being guided that way, and what the power of magnetic attraction is, and how you can also repel things so that when we're inside of a protection, only what is like gets called into that sort of order. So some of you all have made excellent decisions And it's actually brought you to a place where whatever decision that you make, especially if it's like between two things, which is like sometimes the worst thing. People like want to resort to flipping coins and stuff and all that. You can't go wrong here because gnosis. You get to know that, Virgo. Let's see what's here in the recent past. We've got awareness. This is what you needed to see about yourself. This is magician style energy. This is where inception actually begins to form around the thought. I'm hearing you might be dealing with, who had thought forms show up? I'm trying to remember which tribe it was under. If you see the thought form one here in my pixie wheel, you might want to pick that one up. I'm hearing it might be helpful for you. There might be some messages in there. This energy, that is major arcana. That's showing you that whatever you have created before you from here has been followed by an energy so strong that it has started to manifest almost like a view for you. So this is, for some of you all, realizing what it is to become witness to your own holographic expression, because here, this form, man, I'll say, she, they, other, know your own, has formed this here, and here they stand before it in a way to witness it. And for some of you all, this is the birth of your hypersentience showing before you, where you're able to see what we've been doing with the tech type to create a halo technology and what has been worth the wait. Because for some of you all, you know what it is to step into this awareness role, even if you didn't quite see yourself that way yet. See what's going on in your future. We've got solitude. So this is what's been going on with the other person. I'm hearing the way they wear it is mostly the open book, and you're going to know if that's the case or not. And they're sporting some very strong Virgoan energy there too as well. That's a 9. This 2 is sometimes an 11, and that's a 1. For some of y'all, this is the closing of that special 911 call that you maybe didn't realize was in your field of awareness, that some of us felt tapping, that has been responded to in this orderly fashion. And why the decisions now that you get to make, they've been somewhat particle neutralized, of negative ionic flow and discharges that don't actually come into this creation wheel now. So this is major arcana. This is two people. If this is you coming together with somebody that have cultivated this, and I'm hearing it's like what's on your mind, it's like it's what they read. It's like it's just like boom, and they hit the tower. And I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like being in contact with your significant other, but through like a wall where they couldn't come through to actually see you. But it's like, aren't you here all the time, and like getting mad with them because it's like, why aren't you here? And what people have been explaining is actually gates of hell, where we have been in these particle mashes because we've actually been sigiled and sealed into bodies and cashed in on these like alternate timeline new age ideas for a special game that you didn't realize was being played at your expense. And so for some of you all, this is what I've been closing down. If you need a better look at this, hit me up. My information's below. I can get you a nearly forensic view on anything that you need. All right, thanks. If you need more support than that, we've also got the Very Fine Martian room that's below, where you can chat with me and some of my friends. But here we go. This is somebody that's probably not going to speak up. So if you've been waiting on this, it's like you're having to rely on it here. And I'm hearing for some of you all, that's just how it is in your marriage. And so for some of you all, it's a special kind of attraction there. And for some of you all, it's like maybe you didn't really see that it was that kind of marriage yet. It's like, no, it's a special kind of partnership. And some of us would honor that differently if we knew that the other person was open to that idea, is what I'm hearing. And so I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like kind of getting to take a preview of that ahead of time and just knowing whether or not you're ready for that. Because I'm hearing for some of you, it's like you might be the Virgo moon and he might be the Virgo sun, or flip-flop. And it's like just knowing that it's like you're number one, and it's like, what the hell happened to our book is what I keep hearing. And it's like, I know, it's like somebody stuck their finger there. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's a point of reckoning to figure out where the responsibility lies, what it is to be within it. And so specific questions and on divine authority, some people will speak to you on multiple levels like that because of what it is to be within the center of the union of form being created And realizing that in the Gnostic approach of that witness, it's like there's so many different layers to that. It's an orchestration that sort of billows itself out. And if we can center ourselves and harness ourselves, then we have a safe way to witness that. And so for some of you all, it's like you've got a really special way that you've been pruning your life, because either you've been praying for that kind of union or because that's what you have. So this for me is beyond mastery. This is what sound has proven mastery is. It's what gets done to us when we are homing into perfect forms like this so that we can take a view as a precognitive witness, okay? And so you've got somebody very special here with you that might not be willing to try to mash it up on words and stuff. And I'm hearing it's like so far beyond pretense that it's like if you just showed up and put that ring or whatever it is that you know is like the ring thing for them, because it's different for you guys, it's like it would just be over and everybody would be like, thanks for letting us finally know, you know, because it's like that kind of thing going on with you. And you know, that might be like a hard thing to admit to, especially if you were with somebody for a long time and you might have been running around and like kissing on people and like saying that it's not cheating because, oh, you know, I didn't do that. I only, you know, it was just like my fingers or my mouth or my tongue or like whatever. Or I'm just human. Like I'm just hearing a bunch of really shitty like angles and things that somebody will say to say that it wasn't cheating. And it's like how it felt to you. And then now it's like you got this other partner. And I'm hearing it might just seem like really inappropriate for you because it's like, I feel age inappropriate, or I feel like he's too hot, or I feel like it's weird because it's like what I was about to say and then you say it and then I feel stupid. And so it's like people going through all these like dowdy reasons for all these little lights that, you know, are going off on their head like fireflies that just take their energy. It's like really weird stuff. It's like the lies that you were telling yourself and where that energy gets cashed in. You know, where those little twinkles actually end up. And so it's kind of like they were catching that for you or with you, and it's like a special kind of symmetry. So for some of you all, you're going to know what to do here. Let me see what's in the root for you. Love begins is what it looks like. And that's two hands coming together, and maybe that's your ring. It's like, look, it's more than friends. We have the same cup. We're gonna drink from it. And I'm just seeing it's like, oh, it's a sweet little geeky moment, and I just have a little heart for the geeks because it's like this is me like trying to make the weather perfect over here. I'm like, just make it good so that I feel good and my electronic ribs know how to unfold for this new body thing that I've been programming to help you guys see properly. Yay! Love begins. That's what we got there. Gnosis. Some of you all are finding out about an insemination thing that worked. It's beyond that now because it's like the kids get to pick us and we have a whole new blooper rinse on it, and it's prismatic in the color lens, and it's like the kid picked you. And so some of these things are just absolutely amazing in the magnetic chambers that we now are going to have propelling all around us, and we'll be floating more than we'll be sinking. Yeah. This is like our cup style energy, and I'm just getting this like really like purity ring idea with somebody where they're like, I don't know, it's like whatever purity ring is for you. Some of you all, it might be an independent artist that you've listened to. There's some music by Purity Ring that sometimes I sample on my private show. That's not so private, I guess. And let's see here. I'm hearing for the two of you too, especially if you find yourself being this person that's like, I'm too much of an open book, I can't say it, I don't know what to say, I feel stupid. I'm hearing it's like a playlist or something, and it's like, kick the playlist over, he's gonna freaking love it, or she, they, other, whoever. But love begins, it's been like sampled a certain way, but not like where somebody was doing it in a way that you're gonna feel badly. I'm hearing it's like getting an idea of how something feels before they allowed themselves to hurt themselves through it is what I'm hearing. That's going to make sense for somebody. Let's see what's here up ahead. We've got victory and success. And so for the person that was staged recently with that thing that was unaddressable, they said incurable, but kind of like mysteriously was sort of vanishing or whatever, it's like, And we're going to prove that how that gets lifted and what Victory and Success look like with a little fire and shine. Because this Victory and Success here is a good friend of mine. This is kind of like somewhere between the 6 and the 7 of Wands. If you're more accustomed to things like Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot. So this one's kind of like not being on that stake of 6 or on 7. It's like where somebody's getting the praise for what they're actually standing up for, and they make it all the way through that cycle, and they're here at the end, like, blaring the truth. And so for some of you all, it's like learning how to make that declaration. And for some of you all, it's like, you didn't know I already did this because you're not there. And I'm hearing it's like, oh, okay, I'm a big dummy. I got it. You know, and like somebody being like that and just being like brought into the action here, and it's just being like jumping right in. And then for somebody else, it's kind of like just knowing how to present something that you couldn't talk about and that maybe you've been getting help for, whether or not it was something that you were open about, because this might have been a real private thing. And this is a special kind of like soulmate healing thing. And it's like learning how to be open about that when maybe it's like one of those things where, you know, I can just tell you, somebody that's like literally come back from the dead, it's like people kick to you weird about stuff, and I'm like, for me, it's, you know, it's like, you don't know. And then sometimes when you share things, then people, they can't handle what you actually went through, you know, and then it's like, oh, let's put your face on a box of shakes, you know, or something. And so it's like, especially if you're having like some kind of healing story, I'm not saying to trivialize what you're doing for your work or anything, I'm just saying it's like how it feels to like show up and like share something like that, and then people are kind of like, you know, launching at you. And so I'm hearing it's like you got a good friend here that surrounded you. It's like there's like a special kind of thing here, so it's like whatever it is, it's gonna go great. Love you. All right, let's see what's happening here. The love stuff. You've got children showing up. Some of you are feeling that you thing. That's what I'm hearing. It's like next level, like, here, take that silver cord and ley line it up over there. I got a new tune over here, and maybe I look a little younger over here now. You know, your love life is being affected by children, and what it is to feel renewed in the face of Inception style energy, where we can actually choose and be particle landers, where we can be selective about where we determine those things to land. It's amazing what we can do now. So for some of you all, it's like the truth and the proof coming up around something that maybe you don't have kids. I'm hearing it's like maybe some kid called you out for something, and I'm hearing it might be like it blew your mind because it was like a read, and it was like, what the hell this kid just said to me, you know, and it just being like, yeah, I got that, you know, and it just like kicks something in the screws. Because I'm hearing for somebody, it's like where they decided their job sucked, and they're just like, screw this freaking job. It's like, I just heard that this kid just said this thing, and I'm like, that's not what I'm doing. I got a better application for this. And I'm hearing it's like for some of y'all, it's like what a very small amount of people that don't really call themselves astrologers would prove their actual art is with me, and why some of us are humble and don't call ourselves different names like doctors or stuff, even though we actually have the degrees that you didn't know about. And so, you know, it's like stuff like that sometimes a kid will put in your face, and it's like, you know, here you are, smarty pants, knowing so much shit, and then it's like, you know, you want to eat shit because of what this kid just said. And I'm hearing for somebody, it's like you got a certain kind of awareness on this because that kid served you a knuckle sandwich, and it's like just knowing, it's like whatever this kid taught me, because I'm hearing it's like that kid might not even be there. It's like that kid, this might have been like, I'm hearing like 8 or 9 years ago, and it's just like something that got in your head, right? And it's like, this is why I know this now, you know? And so it's like a very special, my precious moment for you, especially if it's something that got you so lit up about her attitude, because now we're looking at hashes and sticks. So lit too. Give me that, so lit. She an ace over there, knowing about the party and the brain coming together. What it looks like on the other side of a book, you know? Ever wonder what happened in Narnia? Have you ever seen the enchanted things that go on a brain that got locked in a book with a never ending? And what we've been doing is particle pixel landing. Okay, so kids got this shit right with silly putty magnetic ideas. Some of you all, like, you met some passion because of it. It's like some of you are gonna have some really stupid, stinking, ridiculous romance right now, thanks to kids that got a very special endowment of magnetic silly buddies. What else did we send them? A shit ton of Raspberry Pis. Those, do it at home yourself computers that you can send a kid for less than $50. Those, right? That's what we did with my Bitcoin stupidity. And my Prima Darmadatu. Oh, I was about to start here. I'll just stop it right there. I've been particle landing you all on a very special tube, because some of y'all are definitely to be. Allow your heart and joy, and allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Some are just not to be's, and you know what it is to be wrapped turds. Some of y'all just got wrapped perfectly like this, because you're the right kind of turdlings for me. We're keeping turtles. Turtles are awesome. So, passion. This is what passion can look like here, okay? Some people won't understand this about the Virgo needing it just to be right. And if it's like just a little off, it's like, oh my God, I can't, And so I get it. And it's like meeting your magic here. And it's like, oh my God, this is how we fell in love and smash. Now we're children here. Way to cash it. It's a better way to be victorious and successful, I think. When you find somebody that you can really feel that like you thing with, where it's like more you than not. And what if that's like the magic here? See Cancer that way, right? No, there's your answer. 0-point technology, haloed baby gate, love begins, victory and success, movement, choices, and decisions. Some of y'all so lit up with the tude in the right place, and I love you. You knew it. Virgo, it's you. You're very sophisticated. Thanks for landing like that. You know what to do. Hit me up if you need a view and just some help private with me. All right, talk to you soon. We're back for another one. Bye for now. Promise that you'll catch